Hey guys, I'm RJTolson.
And I'm Bybee.
And today we are going to do how to slay your first date with us.
With us. And your dog.
And my dog.
Gotta introduce everyone to your dog, otherwise it looks like...
Cloud.
And Cloud. Your Japanese speaking dog. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
How are we gonna do this?
We're going to be asking each other questions where I'll ask one question, you'll do an answer, and then I'll answer the same question as well, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good. All right, you have a question for me?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you consider your first date?
Like when you're on a first date? What do I, like when is the beginning?
What do you consider what a first date is?
Oh, I think actually a first date is if you're meeting someone in person, I think it's the first time you meet them in person, even if it's an impromptu meeting. I don't think it's that first time that they call you up and say, hey, let's get together. I think it's when you meet somebody the first time, as opposed to like that online thing. That's not really the same. But yeah, I think the first time you see them in person.
I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, especially if you look back in a relationship and you're like, oh, the first time we met is really, especially if you end up with that person, it's like that's the first time you met.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So what do you look for in a first date?
I mean, I'm really down for just like a nice dinner, just because I really like to get to know the person. If I'm gonna take the time to actually date them, then I really want to get to know them. And I don't want to sit there and have them tell me that they're boring or anything like that. I want them to tell me about their lives. I really look for, really nice romantic place, really good food, especially if they're into food. Like that's a big thing for me.
Well, I can say what I don't like to do. I don't movies and things like that where you're inside of a closed box and you can't have a conversation. So yes, dinners are always nice. Even just meeting and going for walks. I'm gonna say walks on the beach. That sounds kind of cheesy, but like let's go to the park. Let's go to the zoo. I don't know, something outside the box.
You have to do something like converse.
Yeah, you have to have a conversation and you have to interact with other people because you can judge. And let's face it, when you're dating, you're judging. You can judge that person's character by how they interact with other people. How do they treat the waiter?
Yeah.
How do they treat the guy, the Uber driver, wherever it is that you're going? And that's a big deal.
So would you say that if the person is like that, and let's say they're nice to you, but they're not nice to other people?
I want nothing to do with them.
Isn't that going to come, but well, if you stay with that person and they have the show on, later on when you really get to know them, that's eventually going to come out. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I hate that fake stuff, yeah.
Now, what's your craziest date?
Craziest first date?
Yes.
Oh, okay, well I'd have to go with my ex-husband. I met him on an airplane.
Ooh.
I met him on an airplane.
Only one kind of thing happens on an airplane.
That did not happen. There was no Mile High Club. It was not a private charter. So Bybee is my pen name. And my real name is actually only one letter different than my married name to my maiden name.
It's not Bye-Bye, is it?
It's not Bye-Bye. But it would be like Smith and then Smith spelled with a Y. It's not, but that's what it would be like.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and I realized that on the airplane. So it was kind of, I guess, this craziest thing. What about you? What's your craziest first?
My craziest first date was being brought into a 70s like theme.
You weren't even
Flora club thing.
You weren't even alive in the 70s.
I wasn't, but I've watched stuff in it, of course.
I'm so old.
And I was like, this is an interesting first date. I thought it was gonna be more like, you and I. We
Yeah,
walk in and everyone's dressed in like 70s clothes.
And what were you wearing?
What was I wearing? I was just like a suit. We came from like a fashion show. And so like we walked in and it was just like
the music stops, everybody looks at you.
No, that would have been
worse.
Yeah, but it was pretty crazy. It was just like all 70s themed stuff, crazy stuff going on.
Those are actually really fun parties.
Yeah, normally, especially when you're with people you know, or if you're just going.
Or if you know the music.
Yeah.
You probably don't know all the music.
I know a good amount of 70s.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you just listen to Sirius XM 70s station.
Sirius XM?
That's what you do. What pickup lines have you used or been used on you?
You look like a candy man. Can I get some candy? And that was from a girl. That was from, of course. That was like...
It's pretty cheesy.
Yeah, I said it with a low man voice.
Low man voice. I sometimes wear a ring on my right hand. It's pretty blingy.
Okay.
And somebody asked me, this pickup line was, so why do you wear your wedding ring on your right hand? And I'm like, well, I'm not married. And I like bling and I don't need a man to buy it for me. What signs do you like to date? What horoscope signs do you like to date?
Not Taurus, because I'm a Taurus. So I don't like dating.
I'm a Taurus too.
Are you really?
Never date.
Are you really?
I am.
Yeah. We are the best.
We are the best.
But not the best to date each other.
I'm bullheaded. You?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm a fan of Capricorns and Leos.
So do you ask people what their sign is? When
there's this app I use. It's just like daily horoscope, and it literally predicts the future for me. And it sounds so crazy, but it's like...
Does it work?
Like literally it works. Like you can attest, like my producer can attest to it. What do you like?
I couldn't even tell you, except for that I don't date anybody that is a Taurus. No, that is a Taurus. Well, again, it explains a lot, the Aries thing. But yeah, I actually don't even know the signs of many of the people that I've dated.
It's just interesting. First date deal breakers.
Oh, there's so many. There's so many deal breakers.
Oh, wow.
Your pain. I don't mind Dutch, but like at the end of the day. Oh, by the way, your pain, right? That kind of thing. That's deal breaker.
Wait, someone said that to you? A guy said that to you before?
Yeah, and then let's see, what else? Deal breakers. Gee, I hope you don't mind. I got to get home to my wife. That would be a deal breaker. That hasn't happened, but I know some people that.
That would be pretty awesome. Like in a bad way, but also like a good story.
That'd be ballsy.
What about you?
I would say, don't tell me you're boring. Have a life of some sort. Have an interesting conversation. Try. But if you don't try, that's like the deal breaker.
Kissing on the first date. What are your thoughts?
Ooh, like I feel like it's normal to do that.
I think it's totally normal.
After you're like 15, 16 years old. I mean, is that too young? I don't know, but that's just, I feel like that's normal.
I got to put a PG-13 disclaimer on
Yeah.
this. But yes, I even think at that age. Well, maybe not at that age, but yeah, totally normal. You know, because kissing, there's an art,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Not too
Yes.
sloppy. What is
Yes.
kissing art?
There's okay, so not sloppy, knowing what you're doing, tongue, not too much tongue.
Not too much time.
Not too little tongue. Depends on what you like. Yeah, there's an art to it.
There's an art to it. Questions that I ask on the first date.
Always ask on the first
Always ask. Are you married? Are you employed? Are you stable? Are you living in mom's basement?
That one's a big one. First date prep process.
The prep process for a woman on a first date, well, for me, it starts with the shoes.
5 minutes later.
So how tall are they determines what shoes I'm going to wear, which then determines what the rest of the outfit is going to be.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, there's hair and makeup and all that.
Shower, hair, makeup.
You guys have it a lot easier. Okay, what do you absolutely don't want to talk about on a date? Especially like a first date. Politics?
Bathroom, exes.
Bathrooms?
Politics if they were not the same persuasion as me. Because I'm a poli-sci major, so I can't.
I would not talk about politics, regardless. And religion? What about religion? Do you talk about religion?
Religion, depends on the religion, I would say. Have I ever tried to escape a first date? Yes.
And how'd that go?
I mean, I guess, again, because I'm so blunt, it really wasn't like an escape attempt. It was more like, I'm not a fan of this right now.
You're not doing this?
I mean, it was more, I mean, I'm
not
blunt,
in.
but I like try to be nice, of course, and compassionate. So
Yeah.
I was more like, you know, maybe this isn't really right for us, but let's stay friends. Let's be friends. Let's just have a friendly conversation or something.
Yeah.
You know, I guess that's my escape route, which is not really, it's more like a bazooka. Shooting the door down and then I'm out. Any advice on making a first date better if it's going haywire?
Oh, if it's going haywire, acknowledge it. Acknowledge if something isn't going well.
Humor.
Humor. Laugh about it. Wow, this really isn't working.
For sure.
You know, this isn't working. I feel like I'm dating my brother, my neighbor, not my neighbor. But you know, I think acknowledging that. I think that would be a really
First
good way to
step.
do it. First step. And you know, you never know. That might just lighten the mood. Or like, are you uncomfortable? Okay, rapid fire. Last time you asked somebody out, how'd you do it?
Hey, let's go to bed. That's not what I did.
Okay, fair enough.
I was like, hey, let's go to dinner. Favorite food on the first date?
Anything that isn't messy. Nothing that requires work. So it can't be like crab. It can't. Nothing that's gonna drip on a shirt. Don't wear white. Absolutely don't do on a first date. Other than the talking about your ex.
Don't go on your phone the entire time.
Oh, leave the phone at home.
Gifts on the first date or no?
I think gifts on a first date are actually not a bad idea.
Really?
I think there's something romantic about somebody who thinks ahead of time and goes, you know, we're going someplace that's kind of cold. I brought a blanket. Oh, creep factor.
I think, so creep factor, we just established that. Jewelry would be one on the first date.
Right. What's another creep factor? I had a guy once, had a date, and this is what he did. Yeah, right? He did
Really?
that. Yeah. Like.
Don't bring your parents along.
Oh, that would be bad. Don't even bring them
Be
along.
weird.
Yeah, that would be weird. Let me show you a picture of my parents. That'd be bad. All right, so I think we've got it figured out, right? So how to slay your first date.
How to slay your first date.
I'm Catherine Bybee, and this is RJTolson, and where can we find you, RJ?
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and you can Google me at RJTolson.
All right, and you can
Where
find
can we
me,
find you?
and you can find me at catherinebybee.com, Amazon, Instagram, Snapchat, but let's face it, I don't have a lot of Snapchat followers.
Either way, follow on her Snapchat. Build that following base.
Exactly.
And you can meet us both at InD'Scribe this October in California. Make sure you don't miss it.
And be sure and check out the video on InD'Scribe's website where we give advice about what to do and not to do at conferences. And we did our 20 questions. I think we might link up there. So that's what we're going to do. So check that out.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment below, let us know what you want to see. We can vlog, we can do tons of fun stuff, give you tips on writing. I mean, Catherine's a best-selling author, I'm a best-selling author. We're here to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's give them a thought-provoking question.
Yes,
so, what experiences have you had in your past relationships that make your first dates better?
We are now going to do part 2 of this video.
Yes.
Which is all for authors.
All for authors. Tips on what to do at a literary conference.
Yes. This video is going to be us giving some tips on how to write inspirational books. Both Gary and I